In the last video, we have discussed about the basic structure of a C program. So, in this video, we will see one sample C program and we will discuss how the C program is compiled and how it get executed. Okay. So, in the first slide, just I have written a sample C program. Okay. So, as we know the basic structure of C program, the very first statement is start with the header file. Okay. So, in the header file we write the preprocessor directives, right. So, every preprocessor directive starts with a hash symbol, hash include in the angular bracket I have written stdio.h. So, what is stdio.h? It includes standard input output files. Okay. So, whatever you are performing, that is input and the output that will be performed by this preprocessor directives. Okay. According to our program, we can add the header files. No need to add all the header files in a single program. Okay. Based on the our program, we can add the header files, but this is the header file, that is a standard input output .h must be included in every program. Okay. So, that is the first statement. In the second statement, I have written a main function. So, here I have taken void main. So, void is a data type, but it does not specify anything, it is just like a null. Okay. So, without or with void we can execute the main function. So, here I have taken a void, because, but it does not return anything. Okay. Sorry, it return integer type, but without void also we can return the integer value. So, void main. So, main main, in that in front of a main parenthesis. Okay. If you are not type a parenthesis in front of main, then it is not considered as a function. Okay. So, main is a function. So, main parenthesis. Okay. Whatever the values, whatever the variables, declarations part or statements, input output statements we write in the program, everything will be stored in the main function, and our main program starts from the main function itself. Okay. Immediately after the main function, opening bracket, opening curly brace and a closing curly brace, and within that opening and closing curly brace you can write the statement, or you can declare the variables, you can declare anything if you want. Okay. So, that is called the body of the program. Okay. So, body of the program means, in the body of the program here I have written only one statement, that is welcome to BCA college. So, how I can print this means, here I have used a printf. So, printf in C program is nothing but the output function, where we use this output function to print the output or a result. Okay. To print the data or to print the statement, to print something. Okay. We use a printf statement. Okay. So, printf, within the opening and closing bracket I have written one statement, that is welcome to BCA college, and whenever you are printing the data, whenever you are printing the statement, that statement must be enclosed within the double quotation, not in the single quotation. Okay. It must be enclosed within the double quotation and close the bracket and semicolon. Semicolon means it indicates the completion of that statement, or it terminate that statement. See, in English what we do, after writing one statement we put the full stop. Okay. It means that completion of that line or that statement. So, in C program, to complete that statement, to complete that declaration, okay, to terminate that declaration or to terminate that statement, we use a semicolon. So, semicolon is nothing but a delimiter. Okay. So, here semicolon is used as a delimiter, means to terminate that statement. There is nothing else after that line or that statement. Okay. And after that closing bracket. Okay. So, here one simple program I have given. The very first statement is hash includes stdio.h, void main, within the opening and closing curly brace I have just written a printf welcome to BCA college. Now, the first line tells the compiler, that is the preprocessor director, tells the compiler to add or to include standard input output header files to perform the reading and printing of data. Okay. So the purpose of using stdio.h means to read the data, that is input data, and to print the date. Okay. And the second line, that is the main function. So the main function, that is the main function of the program, and the body of a C program, it contains only one line, that is welcome to BCA College. And when this statement is taken for execution, main calls the printf function, okay, which is included in a stdio.h, and then printf prints the welcome to BCA College on a computer screen. Okay. Here, to compile and to executing a program, we have a 5 steps. Okay. When and one more thing, we can execute a program on any platform, that is on a DOS, that is a disk operating system platform. We can run a C program on a Windows platform, or we can run a C program on a Unix platform or a Ubuntu platform. Okay. So you execute a program in any platform. Here we have a 5 steps. Okay. So in the 5 steps, first is a creating a program. So creating a program is to create or to type the program, that is a source file, whatever the file you create. So every file is created or a type, and that is called a source file. Okay. You know already it is what is source file and what is object file. Source file is nothing but a text file. Okay. So that is the source file. After creating a file, after typing the program or typing the file, what is the next step? Saving the program. Okay. So first you have to save your program before compiling and before executing. So now how to save the program? Here just click on a file menu. Okay. Whatever the platform you are using, suppose you are using a Windows platform, Windows operating system, just click on a file menu, then you will get a one dialog box. In that you select a save button. Okay. After that, one dialog box will appear. Then just give the file name. Suppose that the file name is a hello. Okay. Hello is the file name, and while saving the C program, here you have to give the extension of C. So extension means your C program must be saved with the extension of a .c. Hello is a file name, hello.c. Okay. Then that file will be saved in a C document. Okay. That is a saving a program with the extension of a .c. If you are executing a CPP program, then extension will be .cpp, like that. Okay. You just concentrate on a C program. Our extension of a C program must be .c. After saving the file, next is a compilation. So in this compilation process, what it does, it translate the high level language. C programming is a high level programming language. Okay. But computer does not understand high level language, right? So what we need? We need a compiler to compile the high level language into machine level language. Okay. So compilation it does, it translates the C programming language, that is a high level language, into binary language. Okay. Then after processing or during a process, here we are using a linking, that is a linker we use. So linking is a process of collecting a piece of code into a single file, and linking performs at both at a compile time when the source code is translated into machine code, and during the load time when program is loaded into memory by the loader. Okay. After compilation, here we have some input output functions or some sub programs or sub functions. Okay. So it take all those code, all those functions, and produce into a single function or into a single program. That is a linking. Linking is done at a compile time and at a run time or a loading time. After linking, there is the last step, that is running a C program or executing the C program. Okay. So when you write a program, C program, first write the program or create a program. Okay. And after that, save the program with extension .c, then compile it, and link the system library functions and then running the program. Okay. As I told, you can run a program on DOS platform, on Windows platform, and on a Unix based platform. Okay. So here just I have given one Ubuntu platform. Ubuntu is a Unix based operating system. Okay. And to write the C program, to compile the C program, to run the C program, we have many compilers. Okay. If you are executing a program on a Turbo C or a window based operating system, so there we are using Turbo C, Borland C or a TCC. So these are the compilers. Okay. So here in our college or in our lab we use a Linux based operating system. So here Ubuntu is one software or operating system where we execute a C, C++ or any programming languages. Okay. So, but before that your Linux operating system must be installed in your computer. Okay. You just click on a Ubuntu, then you will get this Ubuntu